Hello, my friend. Amner Hunter here from amnerhunter.com. Happy to spend some time with you in another video. This is the second video in this series where I want to share with you, because also some people have asked me what are my favorite plugins, the ones that I actually use. In the previous video I shared with you the best free delays, the ones that I actually use, and in this video we're going to check out free equalizers. Right, we're gonna be checking out 5 equalizers for mixing and mastering. As usual, you will find all of the links in the video description and first comment, and you will also find the timestamps in case that you watch this video after the live stream ended. All right, before we begin with the content, let me invite you quickly to my website amnerhunter.com, where you can grab some additional freebies such as some free PDF guides and ebooks for music producers and guitar players, also some free tools such as some collections of guitar impulses, some collections of drum sample packs, among other utilities. And finally, don't forget to check out this channel or my blog, which I am updating almost every day with content like this. If you are here in the live chat, please let me know. I am very happy and interested always to read your opinions, comments about these tools. If you have other favorite ones, let me know as well. I see here Sound Healer. Hello, Sound Healer. Hope that you are alright. He says, yeah, I'm alright. Thanks a lot. Hope that you are doing well as well. Marshall World. Hello, my friend. Also welcome to the live stream. So let's check out these 5 EQ plugins that have been really stuck with me, some of them for many years. All right, so let me take you to my session here. All right, so let's begin with the MEQUALIZER by Melda Production Audio. This plugin, I don't remember, like I think 2021 or something, 2020, where I found out that Melda Production had this, or has still this huge bundle of plugins, and this MEQUALIZER, I really like to work with this. You know, it has 6 bands here that you can, boost and cut with. You can use your mouse wheel to make this Q curve narrower or wider, right? So you have all of this 6 bands, but if you right click on each one of the active bands, you're gonna find the different type of different peaks and different type of filters, right? Like peak, low shelf, for instance. Let's move this here. Low shelf, low pass, right? High pass, like that. Band pass, yeah, stuff like that, right? So this is like the typical peak, yeah, right? And here you can also choose the frequency, right? The Q, like I said, and the gain, boost or cut, right? But the cool thing about this plugin, and I remember back in the day when not a lot of EQs had like to listen only what's happening in a specific band, like FabFilter Pro Q3 or Pro Q2, I believe it was at the moment. So for instance, if I have this drum sound and I am boosting here, if I engage auto listen, I can listen only what this band is affecting, right? And I really enjoyed this feature back in the day, and still do, right? And this plugin remained here in my arsenal of free tools. Also, it has this areas where you can like if you put here drums, for instance, you have like some areas of the frequency spectrum that you might want to cut or boost. Like if you want some more snare drum, snare punch, you can like boost or cut different frequencies, right? You can turn off the analyzer. Also, you can leave it like darker instead of the rainbow colors, right? And it also has saturation here. That actually sounds pretty cool, the saturation. And also, well, you have an output in case that you want to compensate. You have here the meters for in case that you want to like level match, right? And yeah, pretty cool EQ. And also one thing that I really liked about this plugin is that if you click here where it says toolbar to the right, you can use this plugin as mid-side processing, right? Here on where it says LR, which is left and right, it's the normal stereo processing. You can use it like mid-side, right? And for instance, if I have this band here, let's say I have a high pass, right? Like that. And if I click here, I can set this by this high pass to work only in the mid part of the mix or on the sides, right? So pretty cool. I really enjoyed that about this plugin, right? I'm gonna set it here to left and right, which is the normal. Okay, so let's take a listen to some audio examples. I'm gonna just make some adjustments here on these drums, right? So if I want to cut some lows, I could listen, right? 40 hertz, for instance. Some highs. Let's put some high shelf here. Right before, let's boost some lows. You could like go ahead and search. Right, I'm gonna go back to default, and let's also listen to it on some guitars here. For instance, I would like find some problematic frequencies. You can really find like the resonance that's like very annoying, pinpoint, and you can cut it like that. Before, after, right? Also, we can create here a high pass, 90 hertz. Yeah, pretty cool EQ by Melda Production Audio. Alright, so let's move on with the next plugin in this list. It had to be in this list, right? It's the Tokyo Dawn Records, the TDR Nova. And this EQ, besides doing the normal EQ stuff, it's dynamic as well. So yeah, this is like the best free alternative to FabFilter, if you want to call it like that. So yeah, for instance, you have here the bands, right? Bands, normal bands, 1 to 4 to 4, 1 2 3 4. Yeah, you can turn them on, turn them off like that. You have the usual stuff, right? Like this. And you can also set high pass and low pass, right? With these controls, and the shape of the of the filters and bands, you can set it here, right? This is like the normal bell curve. This is like a high shelf or low shelf on each band, right? From 1 to 4. Also pretty cool that you can solo. Let me first use it here on the drums. You can solo as well the band. Here, right? Like that. And the cool thing is that, yeah, like I said, the dynamics section, which, for instance, if I want to cut this part, but making dynamic, I turn on the threshold here. You have ratio, you have attack and release, so a lot of control, even more than the FabFilter Pro Q3, because the FabFilter has like only threshold, I believe, and you move the threshold and all that, but you don't have attack and release like in this ratio, stuff like that. So super cool, amazing stuff. So I started to turn down the threshold, right, and it's compressing, it's dynamically EQing, it's reducing that frequency only when it exceeds the threshold. So super cool. I can increase the threshold to have a bit more, right? Super cool. You can use it on vocals to remove some S's and stuff like that with the same concept of the dynamic EQ. Yeah, amazing plugin. Also, you have this delta where you listen to the gain reduction, the compression, right? Only to that. Super cool. Can't believe this plugin, it's free. And you of course have some mid-side processing as well. So you can, for instance, process the like the left of the mix, the right, the center of the mix, or the sides, which is the difference, right? And the yeah, super cool. Also works in mono, and yeah, love this plugin. This is the high pass and low pass. Super cool. Let's go back to default here. I'm gonna, yeah, just double click and it resets everything, right? Pretty cool. Awesome stuff. Let's check it out in perhaps in a full mix. All right. Okay. I could put also this band, the high, like with dynamics. Like if I have like some symbols that are very annoying or something. Stuff like that, right? I think you will love it as well if you haven't used it. Let's move on with the next plugin in this list, which is the Analog Obsession in partnership with the Bedroom Producer blog, the Rare. Also, when I want like some of those analogy type of curves, the Pultic, it's a very good one, right? And of course, if you know the Pultic EQ trick, when you boost and attenuate the same frequency, that works great for a cool low end on drums or in the full mix or on bass. So yeah, pretty cool. Let's use it here on these drums as well. So yeah, you have a couple of like controls basically, right? You boost or attenuate the lows, and you boost or attenuate the highs, right? You don't have like mid frequency per se, but you can adjust here, like from, for instance, in the lows from 20, and these frequencies are fixed, right? 20 hertz, 30, 60, and 100, and in the highs 3K all the way up to 16K. all right, and this is the bandwidth, so it's a narrower like Q curve, or broad, wider, right? Yeah. So yeah, let's test the boost and the attenuate here on the drums, for instance, at 60 hertz to add some weight to the drums. So I'm gonna boost first. A lot of low end, probably more than we need, but it sorts of compensates a bit, but it's not. When you boost and attenuate the same frequency with a pultic, you're not like reversing the boost with the attenuation. It has a nice, very musical curve where both of them like work together in a very good way. Before. And also let's do the same with the highs here. So for instance, let's add some cymbals. Let's attenuate. By the way, you can select here the attenuation frequency range. For instance, I selected the same as the boost here. Yeah, and you have an output here just to compensate. Also, by the way, oversampling can be enabled if you click in the analog obsession logo. Also, let's use it. Why not? You double click and it resets by default. Let's use it on bass as well. What do you think? Where do I have the bass? It's right here. Okay. 60. Super pleasant low end. I don't know if in which device you're listening, but it's nice here on my headphones. Some highs, some of that bite. Before. Yeah, love it on bass as well. Super cool, the pultic emulation, right? So now let's go with the other plugin. This one I use it more for buses or in mastering, like in the full mix, the mix bus. This plugin also, I love it since the moment I discovered it many years ago. I don't remember, like probably 7 years ago or 9. But it's a great EQ plugin by Tokyo Dawn Records. And yeah, this plugin has 3 bands mainly, right? The lows here, the frequency, the boost or cut, and you select here if you want a low shelf or a band type of filter or curve. And you have the mids, right? You choose the frequency, the gain here, and also the highs, right? The frequency, boost or cut like this, and you can use it, of course, as a high shelf or as a normal band pass, right? And also the cool thing is that it has auto gain, and I remember back in the day that it wasn't common, the auto gain functionality on most plugins, and I thought it was fascinating that this plugin had it, right? And it was for free. So when you start to boost a certain frequency or cut, it remains that the output, the volume remains the same, and you can like really know what are you doing to the audio, not like based on loudness. And I think it's a pretty cool feature by this SLICKEQ. And also the EQ curves are very, very musical, but you can change the algorithm and the curves depending on 4 different type of algorithms: American, British, German, and Soviet, right? And you can also activate some analog coloration, saturation with this, and you can use it here different modes as well, like linear, silky, mellow, deep, and funky. Very, very musical, super cool equalizer. I recommend you checking it out. You can use it also in like mid-side if you want to process only the center or only the sides. I think very, very advanced plugin from like back in the day for its time, right, when it was released, and available for free. Amazing, amazing. So I use it all the time for like in mastering stuff like that. Let's check it out here. For instance, on guitars, let's add some nice coloration here. Let's boost here the highs. Even though you can like boost it all the way to up here to the maximum, it remains musical. It's very different to make any sound bad, right? Without saturation. It's pleasant, at least to my ears, the highs. Without being like overpowering the highs, or like yeah, you know, piercing to my ears or something. Super cool. Let's also, by the way, do double click and it resets by default also. Let's also check it out in a full mix. Let's boost here some highs. Brighter mix. Let's also boost some lows. Let's change here. Amazing, amazing plugin, really, and I will still use this plugin for many, many years to come, I am sure. And finally, the LUFTIKUS by the company Lkjb. This plugin, although it seems very probably dated, and it doesn't have like a visual representation of what it's doing like some others that I checked out in this list. It's super, super cool, this plugin. Also very old one, but has remained in my arsenal of free EQs for many years. It's super musical. The frequency ranges that we have here are very well thought of, and also I love the keep gain, which is an auto gain functionality, right? It keeps the volume of the output at the same as the input, no matter if you boost or cut, right? Like the previous plugin. And the analog as well, it adds a bit of analog or coloration, right? And if you enable here mastering, you have like less control. You know, when you have it disabled, you can like be more specific, and when you have mastering enabled, the changes are a bit less specific, right? And also here in the highs, you have a high boost. You select which frequency section you want to boost, like 2K, 5K, 20K, and I don't know why it's 40K, because I don't think we can hear 40K, but it's here. And you have a trim as well, in case that you want to compensate, but with the keep gain engaged, you are pretty much good to go as far as the auto gain functionality, right? You have here booster cut 10 Hertz, 40 Hertz, 160, 640, 2.5, and yeah, 10 Hertz probably we don't hear those frequencies. Maybe you do, but I think I don't. But anyway, I think it's a super musical EQ that to this day I really love it. Let's check it out as well on these drums to start. All right, let's for instance boost here 10K, right? And with the keep gain, let's disable it. You're gonna have this increase in volume. This keeps the relative volume like right. Let's super cool EQ. Let's put it back to default here, and let's use it also in the full mix. I use it as well for a bit like very small touches of EQ in mastering with this. Let's add some weight here at 40. Yeah, amazing EQ, and also you can use it in individual elements in a mix. Of course, there are no rules, but I use it mostly like the previous one on groups, buses, or in the mix bus. So yeah, there you go, my friend. Please let me know what you think of these plugins. I am very interested to know your opinions. I see here some people in the chat. Marshall, my world, I always get excited. I see your stuff come up on my alerts because I know there's going to be something interesting that you preview for us in a very tight and efficient. Cheers. Thanks a lot, my friend, for your kind words. I really appreciate it. I believe it was you that and me towards that particular bundle of Melda Production. They all are very high quality and easy on the CPU. Yeah, Melda Production, super CPU friendly and great tools. Hello everyone. Hello Jeremiah. And that's the auto gain. FF tunes. I always forget to turn it off. Yeah, that could happen definitely. I just thought of something, and it might sound kind of stupid, but the name Polytech, it's of course now legendary because of its involvement of so many epic records. Yeah, it's legendary, and that's not stupid. Yeah, maybe probably a good name for an emulation. Jeremiah Peterson, Melda Production and TDR have some great free plugins in my opinion. Rare and LUFTIKUS I do not have. Part 2, I wonder if the name has anything to do with a physical something you had to pull on the hardware to activate it. The push and pull that you get from attenuation and boost also seems relevant. I'm just fascinated by the origins of names though. I believe in this case people discovered the extra sonic trick you could do after the fact rather than a design element that was planned. Yeah, a lot of things in recording and stuff were discovered by an accident or something, right? Yeah, I think it's fascinating as well. 40K high shelf is very nice on full mix, says FF Tunes. And really to my ears it's probably inaudible, but yeah. So there you go, my friend. Please let me know what you think of these tools. Before we leave, let me invite you one last time to my website, amnorhunter.com, where you can grab some additional freebies, such as some free PDF guides and ebooks for music producers, also some free tools, such as some collections of guitar impulses, some collections of drum sample packs, among other utilities. And finally, don't forget to check out this channel or my blog, which I am updating almost every day with content like this. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it very much. Take care, and I will see you very soon in the next video. Bye bye.